When sales start to slow down, most business owners think they need to create more content. They need to post more, they need to do more launches. They honestly just think they need to show up more. But last year, I made the most amount of money in my business ever, and I worked less than ever before. And what I actually did is I stopped playing the content game altogether. Now, I didn't quit creating content, I got smart with my content. And in this video, I wanna tell you exactly what I quit and why it worked. The problem that nobody's really saying out loud is that business owners aren't struggling because they aren't working hard enough. They're struggling because a lot of the times you're recreating things from scratch over and over and over and over again. And I know because that was absolutely me for the first 6 to 7 years in my business. Because you just keep hoping that next thing that you do, that next thing you create from scratch, that next project that you put out is the one that's finally gonna pay off. But I've learned that's not growth, that's actually gambling. So give me a like if you can totally relate to this idea. And it's that time when effort goes up, but payoff stays flat or maybe even decreases when burnout really starts to show up. Here's exactly what's happening for most business owners, okay? We've got your effort here and your results. It starts out like this, then you start putting out more effort, but your results stay flat, like this. You start doing more content, more launches, more platforms. But you're getting the same results or maybe even less results for more effort. Effort goes up, results are not going up. Now, I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel. I will link to some of these videos here about why I quit Instagram. And quitting Instagram was a part of quitting that content game. But what completely changed my business last year wasn't just quitting a platform. It was quitting the habit of constantly creating new things with no proven payoff. So for example, I stopped recreating launches from scratch. So like every launch didn't need to be a completely new webinar, a completely new email sequence, a completely new sales page. I stopped reinventing offers. So I stopped thinking about, well, what if I pulled this piece out and sold it separately? Or what if I created this little side offer and sold it separately? Or what if I did this little service and sold it? Would that help me make more sales? I stopped that completely. I stopped treating every promotion like it had to be brand new. This is the mistake most people don't realize they're making. So they have the recreate versus the refine. Most business owners recreate a new launch, new offer or version of offer, create new content, new platforms, or they can refine the same launch over and over, use the same webinar and make small tweaks to make it better. Use the same system so you get better and faster at the system, and then you get better conversions. This is why you should focus on refine. I actually dive a little bit more into my power of one strategy that I'm planning to do all of 2026. I'll link to that video here that you can watch next to see what I mean by one platform, one offer, one marketing strategy. But let me give you an example of how I quit this habit of recreating everything from scratch. So in 2025, I did a virtual conference launch in April. I used that same launch in October. Yes, there were a few tweaks, there were a few updates, some things had changed from April to October, but the majority of the entire launch was already done from April. And October's launch was more successful than April because I was able to learn from the things I did in April, read the metrics, read the data, make the tweaks I needed to make October better. I also ran the same webinar 17 times live. Not because I was lazy or not because I didn't know what else to do, but every time I ran it, I made it better. I analyzed the comments, I analyzed my delivery, I analyzed our landing pages, our email open rates. So every time I ran it the following week, I could make small incremental adjustments to make it better, i.e. to convert higher. Another thing that I did is in 2025, I used the exact same flash sale emails that I did in 2024. And guess what? I made sales without needing to do more than about 2 hours work because I just revised those emails, made a few tweaks, and sent them on out, and they did exactly what they did in 2024 without having to create something brand new. Instead of asking, what else can I create? I started asking, what already works? And how do I make it work harder? Basically, how do I get more juice out of it? I even tested creating more content because we would think more content, more eyeballs, more traffic, more sales, right? I posted 2 YouTube videos a week for all of Q1 in 2025. And honestly, it didn't change much. It didn't grow my YouTube channel any fast. It didn't send me any more traffic to my sales page. It didn't make me any more sales than what I was doing with one YouTube video. Yes, there might have been a slight increase, but to produce a second YouTube video a week and the time and the effort that goes into that, the payoff just wasn't there to bump up to 2 videos a week when 1 video a week was doing a good enough job. Because the one thing that was changing while I was trying to pump out 2 videos a week was my energy. And not in a good way either. One strategic YouTube video a week turned out to be more than enough because I could actually make it really good for you and continue to make refinements and tweaks to make these videos really powerful and valuable for you instead of just pumping out more noise and mediocre content. Because here's something business coaches and YouTube gurus don't warn you about. When you try to create more content, usually the quality starts to dip or drop. Quality starts to drop. So when you're starting your content journey, right, as you make more and more content, the quality does get better because you're refining it, you're making a system. But there becomes a point where once you start creating more content, the quality goes down. So you're making more content, but now your quality is real low. You're rushing through it. You're probably watering it down. You may even be relying on AI to fill in the gaps so you can get it done quicker because you have all this other stuff that you need to do. And that's when your content starts to sound like everyone else's. When you're rushing through it to get out quantity of content instead of quality content. But when you pull back and you do less, you actually create sharper content. Your message will land much harder with your ready to buy viewers. Your authority will actually go up because they're thinking, this doesn't sound like AI, this doesn't sound like all the other crap everyone else is saying. And people will start to pay attention to you as their go-to. Now, quitting the content game, the hardest shift wasn't really the tactical piece. It was letting go of that belief that you probably have too, that you're missing out. If I don't post out on Instagram, I'm gonna miss out on those leads there. If I don't do the trends that I'm seeing on Instagram or TikTok, I'm missing out on a couple more clients. If I don't do what everyone else is doing, I'm missing out on potential leads and sales. But what I came to realize, and what you will too if you decide to quit the content game and kind of let that belief leave your mind, is that a few random DMs every month are not going to be worth the same time and energy. Most business owners are pouring in to that Instagram content, and that's content that doesn't compound. Instead of having the fear of missing out, you should focus on the fear of wasting time. That's the mindset shift you want to have. If you're starting to think, okay, maybe one weekly YouTube video is something you need to implement, but you want to make sure that you do the strategy right from day one, I have a free live training that you can go to at trenalittle.com/class where I will show you exactly how I build these strategic videos into what I call playlist funnels. It's a totally free class. You can grab a seat in the next live session at trenalittle.com/class. Because the business owners that I'm working with right now in my YouTube coaching experience, the ones that are making daily sales, that are seeing clients come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that are taking time off of their business and still making sales, they're not being louder. They're much more clearer. They stop creating more and they start refining what is actually working that's driving them leads, sales, and clients. And this is exactly how I think about my content now. There is a filter that I use to make a decision whether or not a piece of content is worth creating or not, and what I scrap completely. Because once you stop creating the content game, the real question for you to ask yourself becomes, what actually deserves your time? I'm gonna share that filter with you in the next video. Watch it right here.